Hello students, welcome to Programming with C and C++ online classes. In this today's session, I would like to explain about the concept of pointers. Actually, today I am going to start fourth unit. So in the fourth unit, we have the major concept pointers. So now let us discuss about the pointers concept. Shall I start our session? Okay. Pointers. Pointer is a variable. Pointer is also a variable that stores the address of another variable. Actually, if you want to create any variable, in that variable we have to store some value. In that variable we have to store some value. So here we have to create pointer also, similar like a variable. So how to create the variable? By using any one of the data type. So similarly, a pointer is also created by using any one of the data type. Any one of the data type. But in the normal variable, any number or any character or any string, if you want to store, then you can store. But coming to the pointer variable, it can store. Pointers are used for purpose. Actually, pointers are used to store a memory address of another variable. A memory address of another variable. Memory address of another variable. Pointer is a variable that stores the address of another variable. A pointer in C is used to allocate memory dynamically at runtime. And the pointer variable might be belonging to any of the data type, such as int, float, character, double, short. So if you want to create any variable or if you want to create any pointer, while declaring time, data type must and should be required. Data type must and should be required. So first, let us understand about the normal variable and pointer. Then only you can understand about the pointers. Now I am opening one paint window. So here, carefully observe. You please carefully observe on the screen. So here, in the program, in C program, int x equal to 10 is the variable. Here, int is the data type. If you want to declare x variable to store a 10 number, so the related data type we have to use nothing but here int data type I have used it. So if you write the statement, like this in our program, so immediately while executing time, the int data type will allocate the memory, in the RAM, in the temporary memory. The int data type, 2 bytes of memory it will allocate. 2 bytes of memory it will allocate. For which variable purpose? X variable purpose. For the x variable purpose, 2 bytes of memory it will allocate. If it is a 32-bit operating system, okay? And this 10 value store inside of this memory. So while allocating this memory, while executing time, the int data type 2 bytes of memory allocate for this x variable to store this value. While executing time, int data type can allocate the 2 bytes of memory for the x variable. To store 10 value inside that memory. So for that purpose, the memory will allocate by the int data type. And here one memory address also created by the compiler. So this is memory address. Actually, this is assumed memory address. This responsibility. So while executing time, the int data type x variable purpose, this much memory, 2 bytes of memory, it is allocating now to store 10 value for the x variable purpose. And similarly, while executing time, the compiler will create the address for this allocated memory. While executing time, the compiler will create this memory address, memory ID for this spared memory. For this spared memory purpose, the compiler will generate one memory address. So this address generation is responsibility taken by the compiler only, not by the programmer. Not by the programmer. So that's why this is assumed value. You please assume this one. Okay, the memory address looks like this. Okay, but this is not a fixed memory address. At the time of execution, the compiler will create this ID for this memory. Okay, this is memory address. Here carefully observe, if you declare the x variable like this by using int data type, the 10 value it can store inside that x variable. Inside that x variable, because of this is the normal variable. While coming to the pointers, first you need to create the int type pointer. Int type pointer. So how you can create star x or star p, okay, pointer. So now I am creating the pointer here by using star symbol. So if you write the statement like this, the pointer has created with the int data type. Pointer has created. So now I want to initialize a memory address to this pointer. Actually, pointer's functionality is what? Pointer is a variable that stores the address. Pointer is a variable that stores the address of another variable. That stores the address of another variable. Here address is what? This one. So now I want to store the x variable address into this pointer. How you can store? P equal to end of x. End of x. So how you can access the memory directly? By using end operator and ampersand operator. So if you write the statement like this, so first it will search the memory address of x variable. So here x is there now. First it will search the x variable is there or not in the memory. If the x variable is available, the address operator, it will directly point to this memory address. So nothing but x12560, this memory address, this memory ID is assigning to the pointer variable like this. So here inside, if you write the statement like this, immediately int data type will allocate the 2 bytes of memory. Will allocate the 2 bytes of memory. Similarly, variable creation time also, what it has created, memory, 2 bytes of memory it has created for the x variable purpose. Here also for the pointer variable purpose, int data type will allocate the 2 bytes of memory. 2 bytes of memory. For what purpose? Pointer variable purpose. Pointer variable purpose. But here if you assign the value of x variable, here not a value, memory address, if you use the address operator before the variable, it is directly pointing to this memory address. Directly pointing to this memory address. So nothing but this memory address can store inside of p variable now. This p variable now. So nothing but x12560. That memory address stored inside of pointer variable. Here the definition is what? A pointer is a variable that stores the address of another variable. That stores the address of another variable. So here another variable is what? X variable. So x variable address I want to store inside of this pointer variable. So like that, this is one. Here also one memory ID will generate. Here also one memory address it will generate. So this is assumed memory address. For the pointer variable purpose, it can generate one memory address. But the pointer can store the value like one other variable memory address only. A pointer in a C is used to allocate memory dynamically at runtime. Because of pointers are memory allocated with dynamically at runtime. While program running time, the memory will allocate directly. So that is called a dynamic memory location, dynamic memory allocation. And the pointer variable might be belonging to any of the data type. The pointer variable might be belonging to any of the data types such as int, float, character, double, short. Any one of the data type you can use to create the pointers. Here I just have to use it int data type. So if you want to use any other data types like float, double, character, so similarly any one of the data type you can use to create the pointers. So how you can create the pointer? By using star symbol. Before that variable, asterisk mark we can use. So if you write the statement like this, here int type pointer variable it has been created. Now the syntax, pointer creation syntax, data type, star mark, data type, asterisk mark and variable name. If you write the statement like this is syntax. And down I have given one example, carefully observe here, int star p. Int is the data type, star p is the pointer. Here one more pointer variable, character is the data type, star p is the, asterisk p is the pointer variable. But this is int type, this is character type pointer variable. So if you want to create like this, then you can create. Next, declaring pointer variable. So pointer variables contains address. Pointer variables contains addresses that belong to a separate data type. They must be declared as a pointers before we use them. They must be declared as a pointer before you use them. So if you want to use the pointer in your program, first we need to create. How you can create this? Like this only. Any one of the data type you can use, and star p we can use. Star is the pointer creation symbol, but this letter is your wish. So for your understanding purpose, in the pointer first letter I have given p, okay? But if you want to give star a or star b or star c, star d, star e, like that, if you want to create any other variables by using star symbol, you can use, no problem. You can use, obviously. And they must be declared as a pointer before you use them. The declaration of pointer variable take the following form: data type, star symbol, pointer name, semicolon. So similarly, variable creation, variable declaration, how it is possible? Data type, variable name you can use. But here small difference we have, just one asterisk symbol we have to add before that variable, then it is called a pointer. So if you use the asterisk symbol before the variable, it can treated like a pointer variable. Initialization of pointer variable. Pointer initialization is the process of assigning address of variable. Pointer initialization is the process of assigning address of a variable to pointer variable. So carefully observe here, int a equal to 10, this is normal variable. Int star ptr, this is pointer variable, pointer declaration. How you can initialize the pointer? Without asterisk symbol, ptr we have to use here and equal to end of a. This memory address I am storing. So here pointer initialization like this. So similarly, just before I told you now. So this is normal variable declaration. This is pointer variable declaration. So now p equal to end of x. If you write the statement like this, then now we can assign the value now. This memory address we can assign to the pointer variable. So nothing but this is called a pointer initialization. So nothing but here this address we can assign to the pointer variable. So that is called here address value is there now. Address is there now. So this address is a value of p now. So nothing but pointer variable is initializer with one value. Nothing but here address. Similar like a variable. Here 10 is the value for the x variable. Here this address is also a value of pointer variable. So how you can access this address? By using end symbol before that variable, this memory address is for which variable? X variable na. So address operator, if you use the before that X variable, it is directly pointing to that the memory address location. So nothing but that the address ID, it can store inside of the pointer like this. If you use the is equal symbol here. So P equal to index if you write. So this is directly pointing to the memory ID. So that memory ID can assign to the P variable. Here P variable is what? Pointer variable. So that is called, first line is called pointer declaration and second line is called pointer initialization. So declaration and initialization also, in the single line you have to write like this. Here initialization and declaration together. So at the time of declaration time, if you want to initialize the memory address of other variable, then you can write like this. This is also one way. Next, example program. Example program. Now I am opening developer C++ window for your understanding purpose. Pointer variable practical problem I am explaining, and this is pointer variable demo. Here hash include stdio.h void main open bracket and closing bracket. Here I am declaring the X variable first. Okay, so after that int star p is the ptr is the variable, pointer variable. This is called pointer declaration. X variable declaration. Now I want to initialize. How I can initialize? So without star symbol, just we can copy this word, the pointer variable name is equal, and here now I want to assign this memory address, X variable memory address. Just now copy and pasted here, and before that X variable I would like to use the end operator. Because of that memory address, I want to store inside of this pointer variable. Here pointer initializer, pointer initialization. Okay, this is called pointer initialization. Now I want to print the X equal X value is percentile D. Because of that is int type na, so that's why simply you can use the X. Now here X value printing, X value printing. Now I want to print the X variable address, printf. Pointer value is what? Actually X variable address we have inside of that pointer variable. So X variable memory address. So here percentile P is the memory address. If you want to print the pointer value, then pointer P symbol you can use. Okay, or if you want to, H is also we have hexadecimal value. Because of the memory address contain some alphanumeric values, nothing but hexadecimal values. So here pointer I am passing ptr na, the pointer variable is what? ptr we can use. So now I am saving this one, p.c, save as type is all files. Now I am compiling. Wait, here /n, here also /n. Now I am compiling, executing. So X value is 10. X variable memory address is empty. Why it is not showing? I think here we forgot something. Sorry, for the hexadecimal purpose, X is the format specifier. So that's why. Now I am compiling again. Now I am executing. So this is memory address of X variable. X variable memory address. So if you want to print the pointer value, so in that memory address, what is the value we have? So here the memory address we have now, this is memory address of X variable. So through the pointer, how you can access that pointer variable inside that memory value? So slash n pointer variable value. Pointer variable value is %d star ptr. Okay, because of pointer variable. So now I am compiling this one. Now I am executing. Carefully observe, pointer variable value is what? 10. Actually, pointer, the memory, if you create the state, right, if you write the statement like this, the memory address created like this now. So it is pointing to X value because of normal variable pointing to the value of 10. And here pointer variable pointing to the memory address is this one. Because of we have assigned the X variable, before that we can use the address operator to point the X variable memory address. So inside that X variable memory address, what we have? Same value we have. So that's why it is printing same. 10 is the value, 10 is the value. This is memory address of X variable. Now you can understand now pointer. So like that we can use the pointers. Next, null pointer. A null pointer is a pointer that does not point to any memory location. It stores the base address of segment. The null pointer basically stores the null value, while void is the type of the pointer. So if you, for the pointer purpose, if here the pointer is pointing to this memory address, if you do not assign any value, of just creation is enough. Okay, if you don't want to assign any memory address for this pointer, then internally it can treat it like internally the value it has to be assigned null value. Null value it can be assigned, or for the character pointer purpose, null character it can assign. This is null character, this is null value, because of it is the int data type. So that's why null word we have to use, right? If it is a character pointer, so by default it can assign like a null character, nothing but it is pointing to a 0th memory location. Okay, right? So that is the meaning of this one. Next, features of pointers. Features of pointers. Pointers save memory space. So compared to normal variable, pointers space memory space. Pointers save memory space. Why? So if you create the variable like this, so it can memory allocate like this for the X variable while executing time. The int data type 2 bytes of memory it will occupy, and for the X variable purpose, and the value it can store inside of this memory, and one address is also generated by the compiler for this memory. So after that, if you want to print this X variable, you have to write the statement like this now. So here %d X you have to write now. So if you write the statement, while if you want to access this X variable to print purpose, so first the printf function inside X variable, so this X variable is available or not, first it will check. If the X variable is available, then again it will check the memory address. After that, again it will inside the value we have, what we have, that value it can fetch to here and print here. So these many tasks are going on for the normal variable purpose. But while creating the pointers, if you want to access this value, so directly and address operator, it can point to the memory address. So after that, the value which is we have that memory address, that value it can print directly. So here compared to normal variable, pointers has reduced tasks now. So nothing but pointers are directly accessing memory location, and which is the value we have, that value it can fetch from here. Okay, so nothing but compared to normal variable, pointer variables are very fast, because of for the normal variable accessing purpose there are lot of tasks are going on behind. But if the pointer variable, if you want to access pointer variable, it is directly pointing to the memory address. So if you want to print the value of memory address, then directly the value it can print like this. Here it can print like this. So here, compared to normal variable, pointer variable tasks are very less tasks. So that's why pointers are very fast, and it can save the memory also. Execution time with pointers is faster because data are manipulated with the address, that is direct access to the memory location. Direct access to the memory location. Memory is accessed efficiently with the pointers. The pointer assigns and releases the memory as well as. So while executing time, the pointer has generated in the memory. So after execution completion, automatically the pointer variable it will destroy, and also the memory will release by itself. Pointers are used with data structures. Pointers internally use data structures concept. They are useful for representing two-dimensional and multi-dimensional arrays. Nothing but two-dimensional or multi-dimensional means it is one is memory address and second one is value. So 2 dimensions it is maintained now. So like that, pointer to variable, pointer to function, it is internally maintained. Two-dimensional, multi-dimensional, it depends on requirement. It can be used internally. An array of any type can be accessed with the help of pointers. An array of any type, any data type related array can be accessed with the help of pointers. So array of pointers also we can create without considering its subscript range. Nothing but without mentioning size, because the pointers are directly accessing memory address now. But coming to the normal variable, a normal variable, first it is check the memory address. First the variable is available or not. After that the memory address is there or not. After that inside that memory the values we have or not. So these many tasks are happened behind for the variable, normal variable. But here coming to the pointer variable, first it will check the memory address, because of the same memory address we are pointing to the pointer, we are assigning to the pointer. So nothing but directly the memory pointer it can point to the memory point. Directly it can point to the memory address. After that, which is the value we have inside that memory, that value it can fetch to the here. Pointers are used for file handling. Actually, basically pointers concept very advantageable for file handling, files creation, file storing purpose, file closing purpose. So for the file handling problems purpose, we can use the pointers concept mainly. Pointers are used to allocate memory dynamically. Next, pointer arithmetic. Actually, by using pointers also we can use some arithmetic operations. We can perform arithmetic operations on the pointers like addition, subtraction, etc. However, as we know that pointer contains the address, the result of an arithmetic operation performed on the pointer will also be a pointer. If the other operand is a type integer, just now understand, we can perform arithmetic operations on the pointers like addition, subtraction, etc. However, as we know that pointer contains the address, just now I told you now, pointers contain what? Another variable address now. The result of an arithmetic operation performed on the pointer will also be a pointer. Actually, in the normal variable, if you want to calculate any arithmetic performance, if you want to perform any arithmetic operations, two operands required, nothing but x and y. But here, if you want to perform an arithmetic operations on the pointers, here two pointers must and should be required. A pointer can perform the mathematical operation, perform the arithmetic operation with another pointer only. Okay. In the pointer from pointer subtraction, the result will be an integer value. Because of Pointer arithmetic operations performing with the integer values only, not float and double. Okay, not do the operations on performing on the floats and doubles, because of internally the pointers can use integer format. Following arithmetic operations are possible on the pointer in C language. First one is increment, second one is decrement. How many operations we want to do? How many operations we have in the pointer arithmetic? 5 operations we have: increment operation, decrement operation, addition operation, subtraction operation, comparison operation. These all are arithmetic operations for the pointers. Incrementing pointer in C. If we increment a pointer by 1, and the pointer will start pointing to the immediate next location. Immediate next location. This is somewhat different from the general arithmetic, because of, if you want to calculate x plus y, I mean x plus plus, then x plus 1 it can treat like that. But here the pointers can access only on the memory locations. If you increment, for example, if you create the pointer like this, for example, now I want to create one pointer ptr1, one ptr1, ptr1. So if you create the statement like this, here int data type na, int data type 2 bytes of memory it can occupy. Int data type 2 bytes of memory it can occupy for the pointer variable, for the pointer variable, pointer1 variable. And here one memory address will generate by the compiler x002, okay, and while executing time. But here there is no value right now, till now, because of we are not initialized. So that's why null value it is maintaining. Null value. Carefully observe. Now I am assigning the value is what? Int x is the 10. Int x is the 10. So immediately it will generate one more 2 bytes of memory for the x variable, 2 bytes of memory for the x variable. Here one memory address, nothing but R1256 or something, okay, and the value is what? 10. Inside it can store like this. Inside it can store like this. And here the pointer variable, now I am assigning the pointer variable like this, ptr1 equal to and x. This memory address, x variable memory address I am storing, nothing but this is pointing to here. This is pointing to here. So here replace a null value. Here null value is replaced with this value. Null value is replaced with this value. So what is that value? R102356. So like that. So like that. So here now what is the concept is going on? Incrementing pointer. Incrementing pointer. Now I want to increment pointer ptr1 plus plus. If I use it in the program like this, then immediately what it will happen? The syntax is what? Address at the pointer plus number of bytes required to the data type. So here the syntax is what? Address of variable, address at pointer. Here address pointer is what? This one. Pointer variable is this one, x00 254 is the pointer memory address. Am I correct or not? And here now I am incrementing with 1. Here 1 is nothing but plus means 1. It is performing the operation on the memory address now. So it is what type? Int data type. So that's why 2 bytes of memory it is occupied for this pointer variable. Here pointer variable again it is pointing to the some other variable address, and if you increment the pointer value here by 1, then 1 extra 2 bytes of memory it can increment. Nothing but here int data type now we have used it for the pointer variable. So now again one more memory address generate like this. So nothing but here a pointer is pointing this one, this 2 bytes of memory, this 2 bytes of memory in the next memory location, so that memory address, and now x00254 na, so it is plus 2 bytes, nothing but x00256 is the value here. If it is incrementing with that, another 2 bytes of memory, 254 plus 2 bytes, it has increased. Now I want to show one practical problem. Pointer arithmetic demo, incrementing pointer. So now hash include stdio.h void main open bracket closing bracket int x equal to 10 int pointer, here pointer created equal to and x I have assigned it. Now printf percentile x is the memory address, pointer memory pointer memory address, here TTR, okay, TTR is the value. After incrementing, before incrementing this one, before increment pointer memory address TTR, now I am incrementing, carefully observe, and same line copying and pasting after. Now I am saving this one, incr.c. Now I am compiling, now I am executing. Oh, wait, /n, it is break the line. Now I am compiling, now I am executing. What is the value before increment point memory address na? 44, after incrementing 48. So here 4 bytes incremented. Actually int data type can occupy the memory depending on operating system, because of it's depending on operating system. If it is a 32-bit operating system we have in your laptop, then 2 bytes of memory it will occupy. But in my laptop I have 64-bit operating system, so that's why 4 bytes of memory it has occupied. So that is the difference between this. So if you increment +1 with the pointer, the memory address will increment, not a value, okay, because of inside that pointer what we are storing memory address na. So one memory address location is what, 2 bytes of memory address, that one. So after that, the 2 bytes of memory will increment with 1, nothing but 4 bytes, right? So 6 bytes like that. So here 44 is the normal value, first memory cell address. 44 is the first memory cell address, and after that if you write the statement incrementing with 1, then 1 extra memory, same memory address it will allocate for that. So that memory address, that memory it will add to the present address. So nothing but 254 plus 4 bytes, 258. So here 44 plus 4 plus 48, understood? So nothing but addition operation is going, increment operation is going on like this. So like that, decrementing also same, one memory address it will decrease. C pointer addition is there na, addition is also same. So 3 memory locations it can occupy here. Addition Incrementing when incrementing with 1, decrementing or with 1 only, because of we are writing the plus plus. But here if I want to increment 3 bytes, 3 memory locations I want to shift, nothing but 3 4s are integrated up in my laptop, integrated by 4 bytes now. So nothing but here 3 memory locations means 3 4s are 12. So present address plus that 12 address also it can assign. So that is the C pointer addition. C pointer comparison. So here if you want to compare from one pointer to another pointer, we can use the comparison operators. Nothing but relational operators, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Here I have given the problem, if the pointer 1 greater than to pointer 2, value stored inside a greater than b. So if it is true, then if this printf it will execute. If it is false, then the second else block will execute. So nothing but we have to use the pointers. So carefully observe this one. This is also actually if it is a normal variable, it can perform an operation with the some other variable only. Okay, but here this is the pointer variable now. Pointer variable can do the can perform the different arithmetic operations by using with some other points, some other pointer. A pointer can treat with some other pointer. A pointer can perform the actions with some other pointer, like that. But here in the normal value, in the normal variable, we can store the values. So if you want to increment that variable, then the value can be incremented. But if it is a pointer variable, it can point to the memory location. So if you increment with different numbers, so that many times it can repeat it with that many times, that many memory locations it will shift and add to assign to the pointer variable. Right? Here memory comparisons, not a values. If you use the pointers in your program, it will point to the memory address. So if you want to increment with 1, then one more extra memory location it will point and assign to that. So nothing but 48 plus 4 bytes. Like that it can assign. So pointer variable arithmetic operations also doing like that, performing that many tasks. So pointers concept is over. Thank you so much. Now I am closing this session.